Alright guys, hackers are back inside of Clash Royale. You can see Lucas X Gamer here, one of the best players in the game, said the hackers are back. They crash your game so you can't open it until they win. Insane. You can see here getting 3 crowned in the 2v2 ladder by someone named A and Nicholas 16, it looks like. You can see a lot of people in the comments. Everyone's just like, what the heck is going on? Baton is like, we didn't just randomly crash. We copped an L to hackers. They played against the same people. And by the way, it's more than just them, because the exploit and the details of how to do it were actually leaked. So then a ton of people started doing it. And the crazy part is some of these hackers still haven't been banned yet, and they're occupying, the number 1, number 2 spot on the leaderboard, which is absolutely ridiculous. But I'm going to get to all those details in today's video, and also Clash Royale's response. Is it certain characters in their name or something? So people are thinking, like, is it because of their name? They found a way to have some hack take place. Lucas saying, I don't know what it is. Sometimes they fail. I was actually to play versus them 2 times, but 90% of the time they managed to crash you at the beginning of the game. Waiting for the video, the Boss CR video. What's good, man? I'll actually like your reply. So Clash Royale tweeted out here saying, we are currently working on fixing a bug that causes opponents to intentionally disconnect in 2v2 League. In the meantime, we're taking action against accounts exploiting this bug, but it seems like they haven't taken any action yet, which is a bit disappointing because the 2v2 ladder season is ending, as far as I know, within about a day. So they really got to pick up the pace getting these people banned so they're not taking away spots from people that deserve it. It's absolutely wild how a bug like this is even possible, let alone it being discovered 2 days before the 2v2 ladder season end. Permanent bans for players who exploited this to reach the top ranks are absolutely warranted. How about you take action about the kids win trading with the cheaters? They pushed up 200 trophies in 4 games, win trading with the cheaters. Could you please give an extension like the first 2v2 season would be nice after being frustrated facing the cheaters? They had to do that before because there was some bug going on, so an extension would actually be a pretty solid idea in my opinion. And this was a more recent tweet from literally only about an hour ago. They said, we've deactivated the play again button in 2v2 modes to prevent players from exploiting a bug that causes their opponents to disconnect. Now, no more excuses, team up and climb. So you might be wondering, okay, what does the play again button have anything to do with this cheat, hack, or exploit, or whatever? Well, I'll explain that in just a second, because that was actually the key way the hackers were able to do this. But an even bigger problem that still hasn't been solved yet, as you can see, Lord Pablo here saying 3,749 trophies. Are you banning them before the season ends? It's a disgrace. These are 2 other people that started, doing the cheat. They weren't the main people that did it. The A guy and his teammate. These are 2 other people. As you guys can see, they have managed to climb all the way to number 1, number 2 in the world by doing this cheat, and they're almost 200 trophies above number 3 and 4, basically indicating there's pretty much no time for other people to climb up if these 2 guys don't get banned soon. So imagine number 1, number 2 in the world basically being cheaters, and they end up getting that rank, completely ruining the season for everyone else. Would be absolutely crazy. And you see in the comments people are saying, now ban these people that abuse the bug. So basically the way this worked, and I took basically some pictures of how this worked here, is you can see, I think Anaban was able to replicate the bug so it doesn't seem name related. The clan status thing seems like it's the issue. So Anaban here said, guys, we found a critical bug. I found the reason of the bug. Free wins in 2v2. Me and Tukan, we have videos. So Alpi said, my theory right now is start a 2v2 battle with a clanmate. A player is kicked while playing, and then the kicked player is the one who taps play again, and then the next battle crashes. So basically when the 2v2 teammates, you and your teammate are in a clan, if you get someone else in your clan to kick them out and then you click the play again button, it'll crash the match for your opponents, and that is essentially what's going down. And then I have this other basically screenshot here showing that as well. This is the next part of it where Anaben responded. He said, yes, Alpi, after a clanmate kicks you while playing, the crash starts, but the clanmate needs to kick the 2 players. We found a bug where if you search for a clan match with a friend you haven't added, and during the match you are kicked and search for match again, the rivals game crashes. But pretty sure the kick player has to tap play again, otherwise no crash. So we are both kicked out of the clan. When I do it alone, it doesn't work. So both people have to be kicked out of the clan, you and your teammate. but when Animan got kicked, it worked. It's infinite. We're both kicked now. And as you guys can see, the people that are actually, well, first let me show you this. The people that are abusing the exploit are getting nervous. As you guys can see, you can see here in this picture, this is when people were discussing what's potentially causing the bug, if it was the names, but then they figured out these guys are intentionally doing it. You can see here, man, todo Twitter nos está tachando de hackers. He's basically saying everyone on Twitter is accusing us of being hackers. VL Twitter de Lucas X Gamer. That basically means, you know, Lucas X Gamer made a tweet exposing them. Tengo medo que la den ban a mi cuenta. He's basically saying he thinks that his account is going to end up getting banned, and he's probably inferring like he doesn't deserve it or whatever the case is. But obviously, now that we know the details, obviously it is deserved. And, you know, these clowns basically exploiting the bug. You can see Sir Tag talked about this here. Shout out to him. Like, these guys are like complete trash at the game. Like, anyone can do it. You guys can see literally current season Master 2, their best season is Champion. They haven't even made it to Ultimate Champion, and they're like at the top of the leaderboard in 2v2, basically signaling like anyone can exploit this bug. Doesn't matter what level your cards are, if you have Evos or any of that stuff. So that's what makes this bug, just like the potential of this happening, like so frustrating, because it just basically can give any player, no matter how bad they are, access to reaching the top of the leaderboard. And hopefully these bans do end up taking place before the season ends. Otherwise, we're going to have some really undeserved finishes that players get. Even if they get banned after the season ends and they don't get the badge, just the fact alone that the people that truly deserve number 1 and number 2 don't get it would just be just the whole season almost going to waste, in my opinion. And just to prove to you guys, like, literally anyone can do it, you can see here a lot of people started, you know, basically copying this exploit when they figured out how to do it, you know, because basically word got out that it's how you do it, by kicking people out. And this was before they obviously resolved the issue. And as you guys can see, like, look at some of these people doing it in their card levels. Like, you see this guy's got a level 9 Clone, 9 Skeleton Army, 9 Rage, other under-leveled cards, as well as his teammate. And they're just absolutely cooking people that have maxed out cards. I actually went ahead, and this is a video that Surgical Goblin sent. It's just to kind of show what happens when you, like, the exploit, basically how you're not able to load into the game. That's kind of what it is. It literally makes it so you can't load into the game. You know, it gets, it goes to 100, but then it doesn't let you in, basically. So yeah, that's how that works. Let me show you guys one more time. Yeah, so you can see it just kind of gets stuck at, like, it goes to 97, and then it eventually gets to, I think, even 100. And that's, yeah, and then right when that happens, it crashes and you're unable to get into the game. So that's basically how it works. And the other thing I want to show you guys, this doesn't actually have to do with people hacking or exploiting a bug, but actually it potentially could be, because this happened to me when I was in a global tournament, and I'm pretty convinced it was a DOS attack or people intentionally crashing my game. But Riley basically had his 2v2 season, or excuse me, his CRL season ruined, which is actually even more serious than 2v2 ladder, because money's on the line, where essentially he just, like, got, like, you know, his Wi-Fi is typically very good, and this happened to him in, like, multiple matches. There seems to be, like, disconnect issues, Wi-Fi issues on the Clash Royale servers, and a lot of people have been having these issues. You guys can let me know in the comments below if you've been having these problems. And I literally had this happen while I was streaming, and people saw this on my live stream while it was happening when I played a global tournament. And what's interesting is my computer didn't have any issue. Like, my computer and the stream were completely fine, but my iPad and phone that were connected to the game both simultaneously crashed and disconnected at the same time. Both of them were on Clash Royale, so there's no way that's a coincidence that both things were on Clash Royale, crashed, and had Wi-Fi issues, but then my computer and the stream were completely fine that were off of Clash Royale, and my Wi-Fi was working fine. It was the game servers. And a lot of people have been saying this is how my internet's been for the past couple of years, and people are saying this is how Clash Royale's been so often. I really play it and prefer to play other games or just don't play games. But yeah, it seems like some countries, like specific countries, have issues sometimes, or like some people's servers are messed up, and it's actually like basically, and someone saying you can connect Ethernet to your phone. That would be really cool. But yeah, basically, it doesn't have to do with the actual hacks and exploits, but something else I've been noticing that has been happening to a lot of players recently, including myself, that typically have good Wi-Fi. So something that maybe Clash Royale should look into to make sure their servers are basically not having any issues with connection. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already. You can use creator code BOSS to support me in any Supercell game, and hopefully these hackers end up getting banned. I do think that genuinely a permanent ban would be justified, but at the very least 1 month would be pretty cool. A lot of people are saying they need to be banned permanently, but I would like to see at least 1 month. They cannot just get a slap on the wrist, and get away with it. I really would like to see at least a 1 month ban because they were doing it intentionally.